What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel for episode number 6 of my Tactic Tester series. If you're new to this series, basically what we do is we get different creators on the channel each week submitting their tactics to see if they are the best out there. But there is something special about my tactic test. We have a custom database, Super League style, 20 teams. They all have, all the players in there, all have the exact same attributes. They are all frozen at 13. So we make this all about the tactic. We've got a very strong top 10 already from the previous 5 episodes. Let's dive in and take a look at our current leaderboard. So this is the Tactic Tester leaderboard after 5 weeks so far. 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙕 is at the top of the tree with his 4-3-3-0, his strikerless formation, which obviously won him the league with 100 points, 32 matches, 1 from 𝘼𝙗𝙗, 4 draws, 2 losses, 112 goals scored, 33 goals against, giving him that positive goal difference of plus 79. Obviously, rounding off the top 3, we have SNG and Kyle. They're doing very well in their positions in the bottom end of the top 10. We do have Mike, Clates and 𝘼𝙗𝙗, who are at risk this weekend as we welcome 3 new creators onto the channel. But without any further ado, let's dive in and take a look at this database and creator number 1. So then, guys, for those of you who are new around here, this is my Tactic Tester database. We have, as I said, Super League-esque. There are 20 teams in here, 19 teams from around the world, and 𝘼𝙗𝙗 Gaming FC, which we will be in charge of. All of these other teams, though, they do have their exact same players. They do have the exact same manager as you would expect in real life, just with a slight twist. If we go into Liverpool, let's say, as you can see, they have Jurgen Klopp as their manager, who will be playing his tactical style of his 4-3-3 DM wide, which is no real surprises there. But they do have their players. So let's go on Jordan Henderson here, the captain. All of their players are restricted to 13 in their attributes. They have 13 across the board for absolutely everything, regardless of any differences or anything like that. They've all been capped at 13. These attributes will not get better. They will not get worse. This is all about the tactic. This is why we have everything set at 13, so it can be exclusively about the tactic. Obviously, the players that make up 𝘼𝙗𝙗 Gaming FC, if we go into the squad, you can kind of see the players that are here. We basically have a best of the rest. Everybody who's not part of the other 19 teams, they're pretty much here. So obviously we have players like Harry Kane, for instance, in our team. Again, 13s everywhere for Harry Kane. So it's going to be all about the tactics, as we say. So it's a very interesting concept. We have had a good leaderboard. We've got a lot of top creators in our top 10 right now. And today we are going to crack things off with our first creator. Okay then, guys, we are kicking things off today with Amartya, who has submitted this tactic from Discord. If you are in the Discord community and want to be part of my specific channel, you can submit your tactics to be part of this series. In there, we have a thread for tactic tester submissions. Please do go in, and that is exactly how this tactic has been submitted, which we are going to run through the gauntlet today. He has sweeper keeper in goal on attack, fullbacks on attack on both sides, 2 ball playing defenders, 1 on defend, 1 on cover, anchor man on defend, 2 central midfielders on attack. We all know the game engine hates that. 2 inside forwards on attack, and a pressing forward up top again on attack. What we're going to do, guys, is we are going to do a quick pick here without restriction to pick the best 11 for us, so you can kind of see the players that fit into these roles. No real surprises. Schmeichel in goal, Castagne, Torres, Koundé, Gaya, Rice, Locatelli, Tielemans, Chiesa, Kostic, and Ciro Immobile. This is the only competition that everybody's part of. It is the 𝘼𝙗𝙗 Gaming Super League. We'll be back at the end of the season to see how this tactic gets on. It is the end of the season, and we have yet another champion. 90 points being the threshold right here, right now. 29 victories, 3 draws, 6 losses, 110 goals scored, 37 goals conceded, 73 goals in terms of that goal difference, and 90 points being the all-important one. We do have Dortmund in second, Liverpool in third, rounding off that top 3, and PSG, interestingly enough, finishing bottom of the table. Some of the stats for the team, though, if we go into this, Ciro Immobile is the top goal scorer for the team with 18 goals. Timothy Castagne is the highest average rated player from that right back position with a 7.5 rating. Jose Gaya with those 14 assists, doing very well. In terms of the league as a whole, naturally it's no real surprise they are the best goal scoring team in the division. 37 goals conceded as well is the best, and they also managed to pick up 0 red cards, which is relatively unprecedented. I think this is in this basically concludes a spot in our leaderboard. Let's move on to creator number 2. Tactic number 2 then comes from another Discord submission. This is from CTxCB, again submitting his tactic via our Discord server. He has, though, a 4-2-4 custom gegenpress, a positive mentality. Looks like it could be pretty solid. Sweeper keeper on support in goal, 2 fullbacks on support, 2 ball playing defenders, obviously both on defend duty, a box-to-box midfielder on support alongside a deep lying playmaker, again on support, 2 inside forwards for him, both on support duty, and then 2 advanced forwards leading that line. In terms of the quick pick, again without restriction, no real surprises, the names that are going to be fitting in here. 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙤 in goal again, Castagne, Torres, Koundé, Kieran Tierney, Declan Rice alongside Locatelli, Chiesa, Kostic, and Immobile alongside Harry Kane. Now this strike force has goals written all over it. Having the 2 advanced forwards I think is going to work really, really well. See you at the end of the season to see if we get another person inside our top 10 leaderboard. So then, guys, the season is over and it is another trophy won for Hood Gaming FC. Both competitors thus far have now secured themselves a title. Unfortunately for CTxCB, he didn't get as many points as the previous competitor. He comes out with this one on 80 points in the match engine. Obviously, some changes have happened with wingers since the latest winter update, and I don't know if that has impacted this in a positive or a negative way. 25 victories, 5 draws, 8 losses, 108 goals scored. There's something about some of these tactics recently that really is putting the ball in the back of the net. 57 goals conceded, giving him a 51 goal difference. The top 3 again rounded off by Dortmund and Inter Milan. I think you'll see a bit of a theme here. Dortmund are a bit of a ever-present. In terms of some of the stats for the team, though, Ciro Immobile, no surprises again, is the top goal scorer with 22 goals scored. Also the highest average rating as well, with the 7.37 and 13 assists for SMS. In terms of the league, 108 goals scored was the best, but the deficiency with this one was the 57 goals conceded, finishing in 9th there. Another person with 0 red cards, which is absolutely ridiculous, and also 24 yellow cards, which was the best in the division as well. So very, very good from CTxCB, not involving the referees too much with this formation. We've got one competitor left, and there's someone pretty close to me. Let's get into it. So guys, the final competitor on this weekend's episode is none other than GYRFM. I have made Gareth wait up until 6 weeks into this series for him to submit a tactic. He was last season's champion. He won FM21's tactic tester. He was top of the tree by a country mile, and he is back submitting his latest tactic, which we kind of worked on together, so I know this one's pretty good. We have released a whole video on this. This is the GYRFM Incredible Hulk tactic. The thumbnail's up on the screen now. The artwork is absolutely fantastic from my guy Scott. It is brilliant, and this tactic is brilliant as well. A very good goal scoring tactic. So I'm not going to go in and break it down too much, but we have a goalkeeper in net on defend, 2 inverted wing backs is very, very interesting, 2 central defenders on defend, deep line playmaker again on defend, 2 central midfielders on attack duty, shadow striker, deep line forward, and a pressing forward. This is going to be very, very interesting because I've tested this tactic with a lot of teams in for that video, and it did very, very well, winning trophies left, right, and centre in multiple countries, and also multiple tiers of English football. Was very, very good. 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙤 in goal, Castagne, Coates, Torres, 𝘼𝙗𝙗𝙤 again, completing off that defensive unit. Locatelli, Declan Rice, and 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙤 𝘼𝙗𝙤 as the central midfielders. Luis Alberto is that shadow striker. And then it's that damn partnership again, Immobile and Kane up top. Gareth, as I said, was the top of the tree for FM21. Can he do the same again in this year's game? Well, I said he was the top of the tree in last year's game, and it looks like he's doing the exact same thing here. GYRFM's Incredible Hulk tactic has really Hulk smashed the league, and it has come top. But 103 points sees him go top of the leaderboard. 103 points for Gareth, 33 wins out of the 38 played, 4 draws, and just that 1 loss. Out of curiosity, who was that against? A 6-1 drubbing away at Ajax, which is very, very interesting to see this. 132 goals scored is the most we've seen by a country mile. 37 goals against is very, very good defensively. 95 in terms of that positive goal difference, and then that 103 points, which sees him become the second person in tactic tester history this time around to get over 100 points. In terms of some of the stats for the team, Ciro Immobile, 3 out of 3 top goal scorer for the club each time around, but 38 goals for 𝘼𝙗𝙗 this time around. He's also the highest average rating, again, second time in a row, 7.83 for Big Churro this time around. But we've got 3 players on 14 assists, Declan Rice, 𝘼𝙗𝙗 and Harry Kane. In terms of the league, no real surprises here. 132 goals is the best we've seen from a long way. 37 goals, again, the best we've seen. Second worst in terms of yellow cards, picking up 94, which basically goes to show how CTxCB's 24 was very impressive. 94 yellows throughout the course of the season for this tactic from Gareth, but no red cards, and we move forward with a new leader on our leaderboard. But have the other 2 guys made it in? Let's dive into that leaderboard now. So it is a big week for our top 10 leaderboard. Not only do we see GYRFM go into top spot with his 4-3-1-2 formation, he overtakes 𝘼𝙗𝙗 to go to the top of the tree, but Amartya also comes in, dropping into 3rd, replacing SNG in that top 3 with his 4-3-3, which got him 90 points in the league campaign so far. And also CTxCB gets himself in 10th position. Obviously 10th is no real mean feat. We've had quite a lot of creators on this series so far, and he slots into 10th with his 4-2-4 formation. It seems like a prerequisite for this tactic tester now is to win the league, and that threshold to get into the top 10 is now 80 points, which is absolutely staggering, and I'm starting to wonder how long my own tactic is going to stay inside this top 10. But that is it for today, guys. If you would like to submit a tactic to be tested in this series, please do so via the Discord. The link will be at the top of the description. Please jump in there and submit it in the thread for tactic tester submissions. But if you have enjoyed today's video, guys, please do drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. But until next time, guys, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'll see you on another one very soon.